get down to business. I'm gonna fuck
bitches.
One time I hung out with a black guy.
Bitch. I love your ass with all of
My dick.
Written by a black guy.
That blank guy.
Okay, so now the audio, not the video, the audio you have to take and make that a meme.
Well,
You have to
when
make
we're
that meme
not there.
so hard.
I'm bad at making memes, kind of.
No, you're not. You made that one about Mo that one time.
I did. That was pretty good.
That was a good one, so do it.
That code orange one too kind of blew up. I did it on my Instagram.
I like that. I like that.
Are
I
on
like
it.
that. And people are, yeah, it's on
I got like 200 views on my
it's on our
Instagram.
channel too, so that's awesome. Yeah.
I commented on our group chat. What was with that video? I liked it.
It's a concert. It's just an
It was like a
online
live stream concert that they did because they had to cancel their concert.
Yeah.
And so then I just I got really fucked up and did that one night. It was
concert.
badass.
It was funny when you
Yeah, I
showed me
looked up
that.
our channel and was like, what is this video?
I was just bored,
And
so
you're just
I put
doing
it on there too.
It was
Yeah,
awesome.
do it.
I liked it.
Do
It was
more
awesome.
of it.
Do
all of
it
it.
more better.
Do all of it and incorporate my name in it, so I don't have to do shit.
I branded you guys on it.
Mhm,
Make sure.
mhm.
Yeah, you guys aren't. Yeah, we're good.
Wait, are we recording right now?
Yeah.
Ozark! Ozark!
Did you finish season 3 already?
Yes.
You did, didn't you?
You did?
bitch.
Yes.
I haven't seen episode.
Okay, don't
any
spoil
of-
anything for me, okay? Because I watched season 1 and I watched half of season 2, and then I started watching season 1 again this week with Ryan because I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Okay.
And I didn't know what was going on. Seriously,
say
the
it right
shit
now.
I found out in season 1, I was like, what?
I'll say it
That
right
changes
now.
everything
I'll
for
say
me.
Say it.
Right now. It is a show that is almost teetering on guilty pleasure because I realized in this season, and this season is probably the best season out of all of it.
It's got 95 on Rotten
Yeah,
Tomatoes.
I
People are
love
hyped
it.
on this
I
season.
am loving it. Right now, I would say that it heavily leans towards coincidence. Like the whole show, really.
Yeah,
the whole
yeah.
show leans towards coincidence.
Mhm.
Whereas Breaking Bad, I felt like it was a little more organic in the way it was trying to portray its story and its
That
characters
had a
and
very
everything.
planned out,
It was
A
a
to B.
consequential show.
Yeah, but I feel like there's things that happen in the show that are like just happen to happen, right? Just they happen because that would make it more engaging and more like or you know what I mean, or more like that was the last episode. Shit, what happens in the next episode, right? Like just
Pay off more, maybe?
yeah. So I am loving it. Like I seriously love this show,
People
but
are
it is
hyped on
one of those
season
things
3.
where I'm like I think if I was to be honest with myself, it's not the best show out there, but it's so engaging. Like I'm just loving it. I'm loving it. So anyways,
The best season, huh?
oh yeah.
Really?
Oh
Wow.
yeah.
So here's the thing. I was halfway through season 2, and I started watching season 1. The things I learned in the first episode that I didn't even know about were insane. I didn't know about the whole plot of his wife cheating on him.
What the fuck?
I wasn't paying attention. I know I wasn't paying attention when I watched the episode.
Jesus.
And then I didn't even know about the part when his lover got killed. Her lover got thrown out of the building.
Yeah.
I was like, holy
That's
shit!
the first episode too.
Like, okay, now I see why people are into this show. I had no idea.
fuck.
And he knows about it the whole time.
So I
Yeah.
would say things get brought up from other seasons in this season as well. So definitely
Pay attention. I'm paying attention now.
Definitely.
But that's the thing. I saw all the big huge things that happened in season 1 and half of them in season 2. I'm like, whoa, shit, that's crazy. And now I've seen that and know what's going on. I'm like, oh shit, this show is actually for real.
Yeah, it's
What the
crazy.
fuck?
I think Ozark is the best Netflix show.
I think so too.
Really?
I think, yeah.
Nothing they come out
Better
with.
than Tiger King.
I haven't seen it all yet.
Pussy's
But
pussy, man.
as far as shows, as far as dramatic shows,
So you like that more than End of the Fucking
yes,
World?
but just barely. I really do like End of the Fucking World. I really
Yeah.
do. But this season especially took it above and beyond.
The other big thing that I didn't know about that I found out was that that house they move into with the old guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was her dad.
No. It's just...
To that day from halfway through season 2, I thought that was her dad.
No.
I know, right?
No.
But you haven't finished season 2 then, huh?
No, I haven't.
You don't know what happens.
No, I stopped watching because I was like, I don't know what the fuck is going on right now. Honestly, I just
Maybe
keep seeing cool
watch the
shit.
show?
I didn't. I missed. Seriously, I just missed. It was like the first and second episode that those things are established.
Yeah.
And I just wasn't really paying attention. And then I kept
you
watching
were-
it.
Yeah.
And then I started paying more attention. We got to episode, I think, 4 last night. I was like, okay,
Of 2?
of 1
Oh shit.
with
okay,
Rand.
okay,
I was like,
okay.
oh, okay. I know what's going on now.
Okay.
It's like these small things are like changing. Like
And that's
my
that's
thought process
that's the
of
other
all
thing
of it,
about the
though.
show is obviously the one you compare to most is Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
But I would say it's a lot more thought out than Breaking Bad, and it does require more attention than Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Breaking Bad is really simple if you take a step back.
Yeah.
It definitely does, but I think that's also why it feels so much more organic because it
Yeah.
feels so much more real because the situations that they get in are
It's
like,
more
oh shit, that
engrossing
would
'cause
really happen.
They
Like,
had it planned out.
I have a quick question. You've seen some devs.
Yeah.
Is the gay uncle from Ozark the bum in devs? I never looked it up, but I kind of feel like
He's definitely the
might be
maniac, badass, and outsider, though. Holy
The
shit.
gay uncle?
in Ozark.
That fucks the
cop?
The cop that takes him fishing and stuff.
No.
Not the same guy.
Nope,
I,
not the same
didn't
guy.
look it up, but they look
Nope,
similar.
They're not the same guy, but I could definitely
They
see
got
the
the
same-
nose.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
can
same
see
guy
that.
from Outsider, though.
I haven't seen it
He's
yet.
the cop that, like,
No, he's not the. No?
yes, he is.
Hold up.
He is the
The
cop
most
that gets
badass dude
possessed.
in The Outsider? Oh, that gets possessed.
That's
Hey,
him.
Is that
spoilers.
him?
The guy with the beard, the gay guy.
That's him?
Mm-hmm.
He's just
shaved
slimmer.
his beard.
Well, and he's slimmer. He's slimmed down.
Is he the
That's
token gay guy?
Oh, shit.
No, he's not gay in Outsider.
Oh, I thought you said he was gay.
No,
That's
no, I
him.
whispered because I want to hear what he is.
That's him. Shit.
That
I didn't even
threw
realize
me
that.
for a loop because I was like,
Interesting.
holy shit.
He slimmed down. And he
Yeah.
doesn't have a beard. Yeah.
So you didn't finish Outsider.
I slimmed up.
Fuck you for not finishing
Yeah,
Outsider because I
watch
want to talk
Outsider.
about it so bad right now. How far are you?
0 episodes.
I thought you watched the first one.
No, Tiger World.
Sit
King.
down. Okay,
Tiger World.
Outsider.
Yeah.
We're not gonna spoil anything.
No.
How do you feel about the ending?
Me?
Yeah.
I loved it. I love
So creepy.
that it will possibly, you know what I mean?
Yes, but I kind of don't like how it's gonna do that in certain ways, because it almost seems like it's gonna be like a buddy cop show now, in certain ways. But then that little after credit thing kind of throws that for loop. So
Exactly.
I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I wish it had been kind of more of a contained season, but I am okay with it continuing.
Well, is this a new series or is it a mini series?
They have not said.
It's based on one book.
They've said it's a series.
It's one book though.
Yeah.
I guess it did say
Season
finale, not series finale. Huh?
Yeah.
They did the same thing to Watchmen though.
Sorry to
Watchmen's done.
if anything.
Well, it was announced a mini
like
series.
99%
afterwards.
done. Yeah.
The guy that did it, Damon Lindelof,
Lindelof.
Mhm.
he's said multiple times, he's like, I want nothing to do with it. Do what you want. So
Because I feel like at the
if you
beginning
guys
it was
liked
like-
it, I haven't watched it, but if you liked
It was
it, someone
good.
else is going to come do it now. It's probably
it
not gonna be
wasn't
good.
great. It was.
It
good.
wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Anyway.
as hokey as you thought.
Yeah.
I want to watch it. I just haven't the time. I really liked Outsider. The
I did
atmosphere
too.
was so cool.
Me and my wife were glued to it, so we watched it.
That
every
episode
night
when they're in
or-
the cave, that atmosphere was so
Right?
cool. And
Right?
then like when
and him. I love that the guy that it was ended up being the guy
The
to
thing.
portray it because I feel like
he did really good.
yeah, like at the end, like at the beginning you're like okay, but at the end I was like hell yeah, it's him. Like he can like kind of play this double.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He did really good at playing both sides.
Yeah, and he did
Plug
a great
ears real
job.
quick.
So I know it's not a woman.
Nope.
La
Plug
la
ears.
la 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 la.
When Ben
La la
fucking
la la
smashed
la.
his head.
Can't
I
hear
know.
you.
Fuck yeah.
Shit.
Something about
And
head.
especially
And
when
his
it
speech,
was
everything is
la,
just
la,
like,
la,
it's
la.
like
when it kept showing
La, la, la,
people's
showing
faces
more
and, like,
head.
Uh-huh.
kept showing like it
And
kept
a lot
transforming,
more
and I
showy.
was like
oh my god.
and,
And
did
his
it
And
not
there's
show
some
her?
God.
Did it not show her?
I think it did.
Okay.
Yeah.
They showed
and
some
just like
more.
the way he talked
La
about
la
it,
la
how he
la
was just
la
like
la la la.
he's so
da, dee,
calm.
dee.
too calm.
Oh yeah.
And then
Very
just, like,
calm. La 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 la
yeah,
la.
I love that. Okay,
My
we're done.
part,
Yeah.
my hang up was
Sorry.
doing
Never
it
mind.
again real quick. Just one, 2 more seconds.
Dee dee
When
dee
he
dee
saw
dee
his son
dee. And I've never heard
and
this
When he's walking
song
out, he turns
before.
around.
Yes, I
He's
was
like,
like,
all right, this isn't over.
And
Yeah,
there's
it's
an
like,
alright
it was
ending to
awesome.
the show.
Okay, cool.
Loved it. I
What
really
do you
did love
think?
it.
You like
Loved
it?
I'm probably gonna buy it.
You
Okay,
would love it. You would
by
love. I'm so
far-
blown. I think I
was-
like that. Like the way
By far the best Stephen King adaptation that
Ever?
I've seen. Yes.
Wow.
Like
Even or Shawshank
I was gonna say-
Redemption.
No,
and stuff?
Shawshank Redemption was a classic.
Dreamcatcher.
Same, I would say even same with Mist. The Mist.
The Mist is really good.
I
We
think the
should do
Mist was really good.
Dreamcatcher.
I love Dreamcatcher.
Have you seen that movie? The
don't
old
think
one with
so.
Morgan Freeman.
What?
We should do that. That movie is so weird.
Let's do it.
Dude,
It's so weird.
But as far as what I've seen and
Mm-hmm.
today, what they can do with technology and the way they everything,
Mm-hmm.
this was a fantastic Stephen King adaptation in a show form.
Does it feel like Stephen King?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Everything else that we've seen portrayed recently feels like Stephen King.
Oh, yeah.
1937.
It feels
Gerald's Game.
more. It feels more realistic, if that makes sense. Like it
Yeah.
feels more gritty and real.
That's
and,
why I loved it so much because it was so. It gets very fantastical,
but
but
still
it is very like.
keeps it that yeah.
It's
that,
like it's how you would react if
exactly
if, like,
everybody in the show.
fantastical like weird supernatural things came into the world. They portray it so well because you really do feel
The way
like
they
that's how
react.
I would
the
react.
way react,
I would be like
the way the real people react.
they're
They're
just
like,
like-
"Is this? Oh shit! Like what? Like what the? It's like
supernatural creatures.
and
aren't
you're
real.
watching it and you're
It's
just
okay, they might be real.
yeah, it's great.
Interesting.
It's
Very
great.
good.
This is the other thing. I watched a meme recently, and I know it's just a meme, so I'm not trying to go on a huge tangent here, but it was something where this guy was portraying like he was wearing a Netflix shirt, and then you wear a Hulu shirt, and then you wear a HBO shirt, and it was basically portraying those companies. And he was being the Netflix shirt, and he was like, I've got all the exclusive, all the best content, blah, 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 blah. I'm like the best one. And he was making fun of it, and it was funny. Don't get me wrong. But he was like bashing on HBO, like, HBO, what the hell you have? What the fuck do you have? Like, you don't have shit. Like,
The
like,
biggest
what,
show
you have,
ever.
You have Westworld? Like, what does that fucking mean? Like, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, whoa. Back up.
Yeah.
You haven't watched shit on HBO. if that's what
HBO is
it
not the streaming giant though. HBO is
The
like
quality
the quality
giant.
giant.
the quality,
Exactly.
like the quality adult
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
you know,
yeah.
it's not.
Yeah.
They're different, and they've been around since I was like
Heavy teen
a
R.
baby.
Oh yeah.
They
That's
know
the
what
other
they're
thing.
doing. They know
Yeah.
what they're doing. They built themselves into a certain
And that's
niche of thing.
I guess it was kind of a segue into The Last of Us again. I don't want to bring it
Oh,
too much.
I thought
but
it was a segue into Westworld.
No. Just
Because
The
I was
Last
talking
of
about
Us
that.
and just how
That
I
would be
am
cool.
really excited for The Last of Us to be going to HBO over everything that I've ever thought about an HBO movie or show or anything.
Yeah.
HBO sounds like the best place for it
It'll
to
be
end up.
like The Walking Dead, but done right.
Right. Exactly.
Well, here's the thing. I'm watching Walking Dead. It's being done pretty good.
God damn it.
But I'm watching Chernobyl. I have one episode left.
and that's being
And
done
I'm
terrible.
seeing the...
I was just waiting for you to say that. So I was just...
You don't like Chernobyl?
It's the
I haven't watched
biggest
it yet.
piece of shit I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I wish-
Really shit
I wish-
straight
I
on the
like
screen.
it.
I wish I wasn't born because I watched it.
I wish I had got
Yeah.
radiation poisoning and got
I wish I
deformed
was-
from that shit.
I wish I was born back then and I fucked up the nuclear reactor. No,
Those two actors in Chernobyl, I love them.
Which ones?
But the old guys,
The red-haired guy.
the old guy, like the red hair guy, the
Moriarty.
Did you
and-
watch The Terror then?
Stellan Skarsgård?
Have you still have not watched
No,
The
I
Terror?
haven't.
Oh damn
I
it!
haven't yet.
He's the captain, right?
You guys haven't watched The Terror? Oh my god.
He's the
Where
captain.
are you guys? Yes.
The second season didn't do well.
I
at all,
haven't
right?
watched the second
Yeah, okay,
season.
Okay.
But it's
the
also
first
an anthology.
season is so good.
And back to it, I like Chernobyl a lot. It's
Cool.
really good.
I haven't watched it yet. So I don't
It's very atmospheric and fucked up.
God, it
Especially
does such a
certain
good
part.
job.
It's very sad.
That's the thing. Is like
You're
it's-
watching people not know how
exactly
to react.
You're watching everybody die.
Yeah.
You're watching everybody not knowing that they know that they're dying. You're just watching everybody die.
And it's no spoiler for you, but the first or second episode, like everyone's watching the fire and like ash is coming
and
down.
they're dancing
And the
they're-
baby's just
Yeah,
like out
yeah,
there.
You're like,
you're all fucking doomed, you
Right?
pieces of shit.
yeah. I remember that.
You 1980s dummies.
You loopers.
Why are you guys not watching The Terror?
I want to. It's on my list.
Because
No, for real though. Like seriously, all the
Because
shows
it
you're
goes
talking about,
Chinese.
don't watch that season. I haven't watched
That's the second
season.
one.
Watch
I
the
know.
first season.
I
It's
really
like one
do.
of the coolest seasons of shows I've ever watched.
Okay, I want to
It's
say I
good.
watched the first episode.
Isn't it a true story, but
It
he
was
makes
back
it
when it
more
first came
fucked
out.
up, like animals
It's
or creatures?
it's based on a true story,
it's
and then
based
they've
on
kind of
people-
made up a story around
Well, that's
it.
the thing
It's
because they don't know. Though,
They don't know.
right?
they don't know what happened to them. They disappeared on this
Yeah.
exhibition into like the fucking Antarctic or
Antarctic,
something,
Yeah.
and they don't know what happened to him. And what they made up happen to him is fucking awesome. It's fucking crazy.
What's his name in Game of Thrones? Hans Gruber? No, that's Die Hard. Sorry.
Hans Gruber.
His name is.
You know what I'm talking about. Jon Snow shoots him with the arrow when he's getting burned.
Oh, that guy. No, it's not that guy.
Oh,
Yeah, he is. He's in the Terror.
He's in the Terror. He's in the first season.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, is he really?
He's
Yeah.
a big main character in the first
Wait,
season.
but what about the dude in Chernobyl?
He's a main character.
Okay.
No,
Who we
but that
talking
guy is like he's like
Not
one
the
of the
red
main
hair guy.
characters.
The
Stellan Skarsgård.
Skarsgård. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, he's pretty good. I like when he's like, "Hey, teach." Oh, you haven't seen it. He's like, "Hey, teach me about a nuclear reactor." He teaches him on the plane. He's like, "Okay, now I know how it works. Now I don't need you."
Yeah.
I was like, "This guy's gonna be a fucking
Right?
prick."
Yeah.
It's a good show.
It is great. You haven't watched the last episode.
We were talking
The
about
last episode is.
Really?
we were
Yes.
talking about HBO.
It
so I was
made me
gonna
tear
fade
up.
into.
I was like,
oh, that's
fuck
nice.
yeah. It's good. Hey,
There's this-
Go ahead.
I was gonna say Westworld, but you haven't watched it yet, huh?
One of us is always behind on something.
You. It's always you.
You haven't seen Devs
One of us.
That's the first thing.
or Chernobyl.
So I'm.
That's the second.
So what you're saying is I'm caught up on everything.
He watches all of
You
this.
guys
This
aren't caught up
motherfucker
on
doesn't
it.
leave his house.
I
He
don't
didn't leave his house
my
before we were
I was just telling
quarantined.
this to your wife. the fucking coronavirus is like a godsend to
dream.
me because I'm like hell yeah, I get to stay in my house and not feel guilty about staying in my house.
I know. That's why I keep saying. I was like, I wish my work would close for 2 weeks. My work will never close for 2 weeks. It's like, you know the shit I would get done in 2 weeks? I will never. Even if they tell us we have to close for 2 weeks, my boss would be like, you just want to still come in though?
Come in illegally, but you come in, please.
I would feel more comfortable if you just like came sat in here all day than at home. Yeah, sure. Am I gonna keep getting paid? Yeah, I'll pay you, but like I just would feel better if you were like sitting here.
So you're saying your CEO shouldn't be able to see this video that we're making right now?
I was gonna
Oh
say
no,
something,
he
but I
knows
shouldn't.
that.
Right?
He knows that.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
All right.
and he knows I'll be there too.
Nice.
Employee of the month.
He knows I'll be sitting there. That's why I make the big dollars, the big dollar bills. Westworld.
Yeah, Westworld.
No,
Yeah, I
we
watched
can't.
it.
We can't talk.
No,
about
we're not
it.
gonna talk about it, but we're gonna talk about
Do
it.
you like where it's going?
Okay.
I love the first episode.
I did too. That second episode definitely is a cut into the last episode. But
I kinda
thinking about
hated the
in
second
entire
episode.
Second season, I'm still excited for where it's going. I really am. I'm not saying that I'm loving it, but I am definitely saying I'm loving
You're
it more than the
optimistic,
second
though.
season.
You're
Yes.
But don't they also have a ridiculous budget for season 3?
I don't
Which is
know.
awesome because the
A
first
ridiculous
episode
budget.
felt so good. The first episode felt so realistic.
The first
Everything
episode
it
was
said,
badass.
yeah, which is
I
so
loved the first
like
episode.
the visuals, the acting, everything about it was just like, damn.
It looked
I am
great.
super excited for this. The second
And it was going in a good
episode,
direction. And then you know what the second episode did? It went back to its like
because
convoluted,
because it's
goddamn
a different
bullshit.
character, and I know we
It
talked
just
about
it
this.
went right back to just like ooh, well, I'm this and this is
Yeah,
happening
yeah.
and I'm controlling this
Right.
and I have you doing this
Yeah, yeah.
and look at this world that we're creating that you're in this but you're actually this way. It's like
Yeah.
shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I liked? The first episode when it was just like we're in the real world right now. This is a robot. I'm trying to figure this thing out and this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
Perfect. And then
Yeah.
now the second episode just like got so convoluted and shitty and muddled. It's just like shut the fuck up.
Right.
That's what my problem with the second season. It's just like shut up.
Was season
Shut
2?
the fuck up. Season
2
2, yeah.
was really good.
Season 2 needed to shut the fuck up.
I didn't complain even when I first saw it, but rewatching it again,
Season 2.
I really didn't have any
I'll
complaints.
agree with you. I'll agree
Really?
with you.
It was good.
I definitely watched it a second time, and I'm like, okay, I'm not as annoyed with everything that happened. Definitely,
Except for that one part.
Okay, no, there's definitely a lot of. Okay, let
it's
me back.
better than most shows.
Let me back up.
I like it, but just
There's a lot
needs to
of
shut the
things
fuck up.
about the scenes that are portrayed in the second season and the way they do it that's just like, why? Why did you do it that way? You could have done it this way, and it would have kept everything sound. But instead, you like have the girl go in and seduce the guy,
When they
and then
should have
pull the
took his
grenade
brain
and
out.
blow. Yeah, exactly. Things like that, where it's just like you had an opportunity and you're not taking it, and you're constantly not taking it, even though we know this show. Like
Right.
it almost feels like they think the viewers of the show are not as smart as what we are
They think
capable
they
of.
are?
Yeah,
what
exactly.
they think they are.
Yeah.
Right.
Because like the shit they're
Yeah,
writing, it sounds smart. But
Season
then you like
1
break it down. It's like it's not that smart. You're just kind of like
You're making
being
it so
messy. It's just
But
messy.
season
weird.
1 was smart.
exactly.
And that's
Season
why
one
so
was
many-
very smart.
So many
yeah.
people talk shit on
I
season
would
2
say, and
because
I would-
season 2 didn't
I
really
would
have
say
that.
season 3 has done very much reminiscent of season 1,
In the
except
first
for
episode, not the second one though. The second one was
Oh,
season
well,
2.
but this is the thing. I'll back up.
Maeve sucks.
You haven't seen it. I'm trying not to spoil
haven't
anything.
seen
Yeah,
it.
we're all giving.
But
I
the
haven't seen it.
second episode does things where it's like, okay, but then after the episode, I'm like, okay, that makes a little more sense. I guess what I'm saying is like they're not trying to drag out the twists. They're not trying to drag out the this is this and that is that and blah 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 until the very end. They're like almost one episode.
That's
in.
right in your face.
Yeah,
every
they're
time.
almost one in this episode, boom. You have a story, you have a weird thing, and then the twist, and you're like, oh my gosh, and then this episode ends. You're like, okay. And I feel like both episode 1 and episode 2 of season 3 have been that so far. Especially season 1 or episode episode 1. Yeah. It's been great.
It could pay off. I don't get
It's so early.
like final
And that's
comments
the
for
thing.
me. It's just I don't like the World War II setting. I think is stupid. Who would want to go there?
The people that are nihilists
Really?
and want to kill people.
I just want to.
But then where she was at was just like prisoner Jewish person. Who would want to do?
God damn it! We
Who
can't
would
talk about
do
this. We
that?
can't talk about this
Yeah.
right now. We can't talk about this
Anyway,
right now.
well, I mean, it's in the commercials. Like
It is, you
it's
know,
the
man.
World War II
But-
setting.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't get that. Like, I would want to go to Samurai World.
I
I,
have
want
a
to go to
big argument.
Westworld.
I
I would
have-
want to go to Space World. I want to go to Medieval World. I don't want to go to World War II.
I have a big
fuck
debate
that.
with that, but I can't say anything because of this
That's
gentleman
fine.
right here. So.
But anyway, I am not hyped.
That
on it.
was a good tone right there.
So I don't know. I had something else to say, but I don't remember.
And
what
it's
I
the
was gonna say.
character, right? Mainly the character.
I do not like
Yeah,
Maeve.
okay.
She's
Oh,
a
shit, you said
arrogant, cocky bitch.
She's
shit.
got some weird
Okay.
shaped nipples.
Just the way she talks to everyone. Oh, so you think that you
Okay,
know what's
okay.
going on?
Okay,
fuck
darling.
off, Maeve. Shut the fuck up.
It means it doesn't fucking matter anyway.
But my biggest issue is why are we not still in Westworld? Why couldn't we have that be the show?
And I wanted to.
I feel like it jumped the gun immediately.
It jumped the gun so goddamn
in
fast.
season 2.
We should still be in
I
Westworld
wanted to argue
building
that.
that.
But then after the episode 2, I'm like, I don't know how to argue that. So.
I don't need these weird scientists
Episode
like,
3 tonight.
bullshit Christ fuck whatever they're doing. I just like why couldn't we just like enjoy like this weird
Yeah.
experience of being in this
Right.
world for like 2-3 seasons?
So I.
Immediately there's like we're out, we're doing
And
shit.
they
Look at this, look at
said-
the Samurai
what I
World. Look,
th-
we're in the real world
You know what
already.
I
It's
think
like
why? You know, I think why. The first season was so done so well, but there were people that wanted so many answers, and I really think the creators of the show were so occupied with people wanting answers that's the show we've gotten now. With
they
season
missed
2
the
and 3,
buck though.
because
How
because
fun was it when we were watching
season
season
1?
1 and we're just like, what is the real world like? Where are we?
Exactly.
Where's this set?
They felt they
and then
had to
seriously, it was
answer
like,
those
we're here.
questions.
This is what it looks like. This is what we're doing. It's like,
Exactly.
oh, okay, I don't care now.
You couldn't just go with the flow.
Mhm.
They had to. They felt like they had to answer the questions that people were asking online. When really they were just telling a story. And
But when the
yeah.
show started, they said it would be about a 5-season series.
I don't think they know
That
what
was
the fuck
season
they're
1.
doing. There's a reason there's 2 years between each season.
Yeah.
I agree.
They're making it up as like, which is fine, but I mean,
I was bummed out when season 2 wasn't Westworld.
Yeah.
exactly.
It was robots trying to get out of
Mhm.
Westworld. And season 3 is clearly not anything Westworld.
That's the thing. I'm really disappointed that they're just like, this is what the real world looks like.
I just want to see
'Cause-
what the park
But
looks like far away.
my big one saving grace in my heart is that isn't the real world, and we're still in
Mhm.
a world.
Mhm.
That's not spoiling anything, but I hope that because you've seen the commercials.
You
like,
don't
we're-
know if the real world's a real world? Is that what
Yeah,
you're saying?
yeah, they're saying it is in the show, but I'm
Yeah.
saying like that would be what would make it work for me is if they're like, no, this is not actually the real world.
is
You
another
guys are
park.
still
It's another
in
park.
a park right
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
and this is future world,
Right.
and we find out that it's fucking the world looks like this right now.
It's 1982.
That'd be so fucking cool. Boom. I'm not okay with this.
I'm not okay with this.
I'm
we
not
talk
okay
about
with the
this last time?
coronavirus.
No, so you hadn't seen it all last time. I don't.
Which
think.
show?
I'm
not
not
okay
okay
with
with this.
We haven't watched. No, I haven't
You
seen
hadn't watched the whole thing.
He
You
watched
had watched
it,
like
and
2
we kinda
episodes.
talked
I've
about
seen it. Yeah, I had
it.
seen
I hadn't
the whole
watched it
thing.
yet, and I watched it.
We have talked about this through text.
That's right. That's right.
And I'm okay with that guy's head blowing up at the end.
I am not okay with this.
You're not okay with this?
I think your sister ruined it for me.
What?
I ruined it for Ryan because like something fucking crazy
here's
happens
the
and
thing.
watch it. It's so crazy.
I read my tangent last episode, I think, because I
Kind
was
of.
drinking and I saw this trailer for this stupid show. I'm not okay with this. And I had a tangent to you guys.
Yeah.
And then Kelsey's like, hey, did you watch it? Holy shit. It was alright, but when you watch the end, it really solidifies it, and you're going to really like it, is what she said to me. I'm like, oh, so something happens at the end. So I'm watching this stupid fucking show that ripped off End of the Fucking World.
It's the same guy though.
He ripped
Can
off
you rip off your own self?
off himself.
It's based on a comic though.
They ripped off Submarine. That's for fucking sure. That's 9 years
It's
old.
based on a comic.
Anyway, all I'm getting at is I enjoyed it stupidly. Like, I'm dumber for watching it. And I was your sister told me something happens. And I'm always waiting. And there's some cool stuff that happened in that show, you know? Like when she knocks all the trees down or stupid shit.
Honestly,
But the head explosion, I'm like, that's the fucking reveal?
That was amazing.
No, it would have been if I didn't know.
Oh,
maybe.
when that dude's head exploded, that
And
was
I didn't know.
Amazing. I didn't know either.
and I tried not to say anything.
I am so glad because I watched that episode. I said, "Spoil it for me. I don't care."
Yeah,
and
and I was like,
"I'm not going to." I was like, and then I watched. I was like, "I'm so glad that got spoiled for me."
I just
Because that was so good. I was watching on my phone at work because I was seriously just like driving around, I was like watching on my phone, like hitting kids and stuff, and like seriously, like then like that happened. I pulled over. I was like, and I rewound it, watched like 3 times. Like that is so good.
right?
Wow.
Yeah,
That is so good. Like I did not think they had the balls to do that.
I didn't either.
And then when they did, because the show isn't that great, I'll give it that.
It's not.
The show throughout it was just kind
But
of.
I think
it's
that's
so
the
short.
point.
It's so
But
short.
I think that's also the point. It's trying to
Yeah.
it's trying to lure you in with this. I'm a high schooler, blah blah blah
Yeah.
blah. And the very end's like, boom,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
That's why I like it
If
so
it was
much.
longer, I couldn't forgive it as much. But it's like an hour. It's like what, an hour and 40 minutes?
No, I think the entire thing.
7 episodes of 20 minutes. What's that? It's 140 minutes. That's an hour and 20 minutes. Yeah.
120 minutes.
Yeah. Right? Is that
No,
right? I did that
it's
math
like
right?
It's like 2 hours
7
and 40
episodes,
minutes.
20 minutes long. That's
2 hours and 40 minutes.
it's
Okay.
like
Don't,
anyways,
don't listen
yeah,
to me. I
yeah.
don't know I'm a mathematician. Anyway, if it was longer, I wouldn't be able to forgive it. But being so short and so like concise,
Right?
it's like it did lose me a lot. And almost like watching it on your phone while you're driving around at work is like the optimal setting to watch something
That'll
like
do it,
that.
yeah.
I think it's
for
2
sure.
hours and
Because
20
it's just like blah
minutes.
blah
It's 2 hours
blah.
and
It's like because like a lot of it was annoying. I didn't like a lot of it. I think that girl is awful.
And that was the
Yes.
only part
Awful.
that I didn't.
I
like.
thought she was-
I thought he did a good job.
I thought he was great. I thought most people were great. The black girl and like the jock guy, like most people, and like the dorky Stanley guy. It's so weird the name is Stanley. That's
Again?
weird.
Yeah, I know.
They were great, but she was really bad. She was really annoying.
I'm just saying.
Her brother is so bad.
Yes.
Her
brother
awful.
was-
Oh, he was.
But
The mom was good.
the mom was
She
good.
was good.
Mom was good.
The mom
So-
was
but
good.
yeah, that conclusion was just like they did it.
Yeah, that's why I
High
was.
five
that's
for
why
doing
I was
it.
way hyped on it. Yeah,
And the way they did it too was like so like gory.
I
It was,
know. Just showing his body just like blood coming out. I was like, Jesus
He
Christ.
hits the
Yeah.
ground like that and goes.
Yeah, this one's
It's like, whoa, what the fuck? Because I
It's
watched
like-
it like
it's like-
6 times.
and it's like he's like standing there for a
Uh,
second, and then it's like. I was like,
It's
oh!
almost like whoever wrote that comic was like watched Carrie, and it's just like the anti-Carrie.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like the
Yeah, the
opposite of
opposite.
what
Yeah,
happened
yeah.
with Carrie.
Totally.
You know, I think the
Submarine, they ripped it off.
yeah, I don't know, it's not right. Loved
Watch
it.
it. I'm just saying, with Submarine, it's quirky British humor. It's 9 years old, but it's the voiceover, just like Into the World. And it's the quirky British mentality of life and quirkiness. Fucking ripoff. Anyway,
I loved it.
I'm not okay with this. I'm not okay with that show.
I'm
gonna
not okay
watch
with the
season
coronavirus. Is it funny that last time we recorded, we were joking about the coronavirus, and now it's low key illegal that we're doing this right now?
We're going to get in trouble. We're fired. We're in jail.
Hell yeah.
Maybe they'll allot us time to record. Like, instead of going outside in the yard and, like, buffing up with all the tall fat folks.
I
we
mean,
can...
as far as our county is concerned, it's just like 10 people or less, so we're fine.
Have you been in Maverick lately?
One,
They
two-
have
Yeah, we're good.
they have squares taped on the ground. If you're in line, you have to be that far apart.
Yeah, I went to a grocery store and they're like, only this many people come in. It's like,
What do you mean
okay.
only this many people?
Yeah, this kind of people. What do you mean this kind of people?
Only this tall of people can come in.
I'm not even that
Anybody
tall.
taller can not
Liquor
come
stores
in.
are 10 people or
Not pacing.
max.
They're like, just come by wherever the fuck you want. I don't
Like,
care.
please keep
Dude,
us in
that's
business.
any mentality with the redder neck. They're just,
They're redder neck.
they don't care. We're not going to get no virus. Tooey, and they just fucking go to Walmart.
Yo, dude, if you're drinking as much whiskey as I am, I ain't getting no virus.
Nah.
That virus to come in my system, I just be like, never mind.
Invisible man its way out of you.
That shit ain't gonna last in my system. Kidding me?
Yeah.
That shit's scared.
Can we talk about coronavirus?
Yeah, let's
How
do it.
fucking stupid it is,
Yeah, go ahead.
and the government's control over it.
Oh shit.
Do you want to get murdered? Because the coronavirus. is in the
12 people
government?
watch this. We're fine.
Okay. One of them is at least the government.
One of them's Donald Trump himself.
Jerks off with his thing.
With this thing, shit.
With his toupee.
Oh,
Corona.
Those
I-
fellas.
I'm. The coronavirus is definitely
It's-
real.
Is it real? Do you know anyone with coronavirus right now?
Yeah.
Do you know a friend
No.
of a friend of a friend?
No.
Do you though?
Yeah.
Who?
I know the guy's wife that got it from work.
Someone from work's got it?
Oh shit! You didn't hear about this?
Oh, you
Then
missed,
why are we
you
at
missed
work?
my joke.
So a guy at work in
You guys got
Barron's-
serious. I was just trying to joke about it.
Yeah, I'm being dead serious. A guy at work, his wife has the coronavirus.
Do I know him?
No,
Does
he's
he
in
have
Barron's.
it?
You wouldn't know him.
Is he still going to
Unless
work?
you by chance know him, but you wouldn't know him.
Did you talk to him?
That means we're all
directly?
exposed.
Yeah, totally means we're all exposed. But he was
But
also,
it's fine.
He was out of
It's
work
fine.
for 11 days before that even happened. Before it came to light. So you've been out of work for 11 days before that came to pass. But yeah, we might start coughing.
I was
here.
just trying to joke about it, you fucks.
I
I'm not.
cough all the
I'm being
time,
serious.
man. I put my hand on my nuts and cough.
You put your nuts in your hand and cough.
All the time.
I
At least
cough in my nuts and
I cough in my nuts.
tell him to.
Are you not being serious right now?
Me?
Are you being serious or are you being
About what? The
the
coronavirus? No. He said, "Do you guys know anyone had the coronavirus?" I was like, "No." And then you guys got serious over there. Didn't even notice the joke.
Well, no, it's not.
I don't
a
know
joke.
shit.
Here's the
I
real
know.
joke.
I know. I told you it's not a joke. I said I believe it. It's real. I was just making a joke over here, and no one heard it.
Oh, gotcha.
And then you guys got serious, and it
Yeah.
just got sad. And like,
It's just obnoxious. So we got sad.
I believe it's real for sure. I think we should take it serious for sure. Listeners, the 12 of you,
Please.
please
Heed our
wash your
warning.
hands.
Heed
Only
our prayers.
fuck.
White women.
Oh, Jesus.
I was gonna say clean prostitutes, but I mean, damn.
Jesus. Yep.
If they're a little more
You heard-
yellow in color, don't touch them.
You heard it here first.
They're getting beat on the streets.
You heard it here first, folks.
Down.
Sorry. What I'm trying to say is this.
What I meant by that.
Coronavirus is ruining Hollywood. That's the great
Yeah, let's
tragedy.
talk about that. Let's talk about that.
It started
what?
with 007.
You're like,
Okay.
All right, let's change the
And
narrative
then-
here.
Real quick, yeah. Just coronavirus with something instead of just being the coronavirus.
The scary thing, and watch one of us gets it. That's the tragedy.
Yeah.
This will be like in the
Stay tuned
memoriam.
next week.
Stay
Next
tuned next
funeral.
month.
Next month. And when,
If we
when one
record
of us
again in a
aren't here,
month, then if
one of us
sorry.
aren't here.
it'll
Don't-
probably be my fucking ass, even though I'm the most safe one out of everybody.
Yeah, we'll be in your house recording. You'll be at the
Is you're
hospital.
coughing upstairs. That's
There's a
about
laughter
it for me,
cough, not
Ryan. Tell the kids I
Corona's not
love
funny.
them.
People are dying. It's fucking weird.
So
It's fucking stupid.
Hollywood with the corona though is a completely different story, and we can talk about.
It's ruining
We can talk
Hollywood,
about
man.
how it's doing the theater thing. Yeah, let's talk about that.
It started with 007, then Mulan, and fucking Pixar. Spiral got it, which really made me sad. Black Widow breaks my heart. I'm just saying, so Hollywood is fucked this year. I mean, a lot of companies are fucked.
They're fucked this year, but here's the thing. The argument we were having was about whether they should release things to digital or not. We just paid $20 to rent a movie.
Which I think is cheap.
It is cheap. I give you that. I think they need to make a new model of they put things on digital to rent the day they put them in theaters.
But it goes up in price.
But they make a deal with the movie theaters. It's like
Well, they
you
would
get
have to.
X amount of percentage of this
They would have
because we're doing this,
I
and
think
fucking charge me $50 to rent a new movie that night. Fuck yeah, I'll fucking do it. I'll rent it at my house and watch it. But certain movies, I will still go to the theater to watch for sure.
What
If
about
I go
this?
to theater, I will.
What about this? If it was 1 or 2 weeks that it came out in the theater first.
Like theater for 2 weeks and then you can rent it.
Yes.
I think
I
they
like
should
that better.
totally do that
I like
because
that better.
that's the biggest draw of movie theaters. Of when they come out in theaters, like people go the first 2 weeks
Yeah.
usually, unless it's like Avengers Endgame or some shit. But most of the time, they make their money those first 2 weeks. Fucking throw it on there for $50. Give 25% to theaters. They will make more money than I think they are
Yeah,
making now.
But they used to do that already.
not
It was
that
10
fast.
grand
Oh,
to
you're
watch
talking,
a movie.
You're talking about for the like independently owned theaters that just have a cinema.
No, just
right?
rich
Like,
people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Just
Like
rich
they have a film thing in their house. And
Yes.
they're like, hey, yeah,
It was
I
10
wanna pay
grand for them to
10
watch a
grand.
movie at home.
Right.
Nowadays, it's $20 to watch Invisible.
Yeah. Well,
I-
we're not fucking
Yeah,
rich.
that's
We're
a
not gonna
little
pay
bit-
10
but
grand.
that's a
all-
little bit different.
We
for
all
sure.
love the movie going experience.
Yes.
We all respect it.
Yeah.
It means a lot to me. I don't want that to go away. So
My-
when we
I think
watch
the movie going experience is respect people too, though.
I think times change, and I think definitely.
I don't think this will ever die, but I don't want.
I
it
don't
to
think
be
I don't think the
ruined.
movie theater will ever die. What
don't
I
think
think
it
will
will.
happen is a lot more movies will go to digital, and anybody can watch them. But there's definitely still going to be movie theaters, and they're going to make it a heavy experience. Like
Just like
Then do it.
the Lighthouse. It didn't come out anywhere around here. Never came out around here. And for months. It was out for I think 5 or 6 months before it came to Utah. We don't live in Utah. But Arizona. But it took like 5 or 6 months. It's like if it came out to digital the day it came out on all these weird things, I would have fucking dropped $50 and watched that by my goddamn self.
Oh, absolutely.
Easy. And you give me a 1 day rental. I'll rent it, watch it, it's done, disappears. I'll pay $50 to do that if I can do it the day of. I get bigger movies like Avengers Endgame and shit like that. Like you're gonna have to
And
have
that's the other thing.
different
Yeah,
things
yeah.
for that.
Yeah, yeah.
But are you kidding me? I'm gonna be in line to see that in theaters night of.
Right.
But smaller movies and like anything like that, like there needs to be a different model, I think, and I think everybody could benefit from
but
it.
still keep the choice of going. out and
Everybody
doing
can
it,
benefit
right?
from
Like,
it. Yeah,
but
I
here's-
like that. 2 weeks, throw it on digital. You charge goddamn a hefty penny, and you give theaters a good cut of that.
Yeah.
But here's
Keep
the other
them
thing about
going.
it. Right now, the movies that you can rent at home are movies that have been out already. They haven't released a movie digitally that was supposed to come out in theaters yet. Everything's been postponed.
Trolls is coming up.
Fuck it.
I'm just
Yes.
telling you. Did you hear Universal was just like
Yeah.
no
Like,
no the
on
theaters are like
board.
the theaters were like we'll never forget this Universal.
Whoa.
Did you see that?
No. Whoa. They're like.
No.
I think the head of AMC Theaters, I think it was AMC Theaters. He's like, we saw. He's like, the guy was like, I totally understand like what like Invisible Man, all this stuff's doing. He's like, we get it. They already came out. We're just trying to like keep things going.
Universal.
And he's like,
here's a horse head.
But
for ya.
Universal is releasing Trolls straight to digital without coming to theaters at all. And they said, we'll never forget this, Universal. Like, whoa, calm the fuck down.
No one watches
man.
that shit anyway.
Trolls.
I will be watching it. I'm
Yeah,
sorry, that's
I
what I'm
was
saying. It's
saying.
like, I will be watching it when it comes out. Thank you.
Trolls. Like it had to be Trolls though. Out of every movie they could have possibly
That's
released,
going to sink Universal.
They're like, oh god, shouldn't have.
you're just like, oh shit, yeah, we'll show it in theaters now. Shit.
Yeah, sorry.
Damn, that's funny.
I
didn't hear
think
that.
it was funny because it's like at the same time, it's like you got to think for the greater good, though.
Yeah.
I mean, my kids will watch the fuck out of that
Yeah.
if we can get it on digital.
Right.
Right then, it's like we can't go to the theaters to watch it. Throw it on digital.
But
It's
when
like,
do you think we can go back to theaters? Nothing that's been postponed has a
July.
release date.
You think July?
July, August, maybe.
Next year, next August.
What? No. This
This July or August. I think it'll be July.
Let's
or
just call it
August.
New China. When they start, we can start.
Where?
China's already
They-
starting. Though.
no, they got shut down again.
Oh yeah, but they'll start back up in like a week or two.
Will they?
I think so. As long as you take all the queer stuff out.
No gay shit.
Yeah, true that.
And blur out the genitalia and squeal like you're being hurt.
I think it'll be July or August when things start getting eased out. I think it's gonna get fucking nasty for the next month or two.
Are you talking specifically cinema or everything?
Everything. I think.
I know
it's gonna-
somebody
think it's getting
that
nasty.
works at the hospital here.
Did they call bullshit?
No, they said it's going to get worse before it gets better.
Oh yeah.
And he thinks that there's two options because of what he sees daily at the hospital around here.
Around where?
just around here.
Oh, gotcha.
Like within 20-mile
right,
radius.
right.
As apparently,
says-
there's only like 24 people that have in Utah County though.
24? I hope. Oh, yeah, that's true.
There's over 600 now.
Yeah, there's 600 cases, and there's 2
I'm
people
talking
that
about
have
Utah
died.
County.
There's 2 people that
Yeah,
died.
Utah
from it.
County.
Utah County is like 24. Like there's like
No.
100 and something in Salt Lake. It's all like up there.
Right.
But like Utah County only like has I think 24 confirmed. It's probably gone up today, but
But I prefer having like an inside source than just the news and
Yeah.
word of mouth.
Yeah.
But he says there's 2 options here:
kill yourself
kill yourself
Or die trying.
kill everyone
or
first.
fuck a dark woman.
Huh?
Kill yourself after doing that. Wait.
I'm gonna be cutting stuff out tonight.
What happened?
No, he said either they create a vaccine and this kind of goes away,
It's not gonna go away.
and he said, or option 2, the more liable one, is this becomes a reoccurring flu that we have
This
to
is
fucking deal with.
This is a
now.
new thing. We're
There's-
gonna have, in my opinion, this is never gonna go away. We're always gonna have the coronavirus. It's gonna be like the new.
I'm going to give
Cold
the most
and
up-to-date
flu.
information right now. There have been 719 total cases confirmed, 13,993 people that have been tested for it, and 2 people that have died from it
In what
here
state?
in this state.
In Arizona.
Yep.
In Canada, Arizona.
That came out like 5 hours ago.
What?
That was new. Those
I
stats.
read news
These are
today,
the-
and it was
this is the-
608.
They only update it once a day.
This is the numbers right now.
Yeah, I know. That's what I read earlier.
Oh,
But still, that's 700 people. I don't know that have it.
Don't you
What's
know
up
them?
what's up with this hoax?
Squirt, squirt.
Little did I know. My own grave.
My own fellowship
My own
was
fellowship.
coroned out.
We all died tonight because we all just kidded to each other.
I'd be down.
You'd be down.
Be so down. Sounds peaceful.
Then I survived, but I commit suicide because you both died. Then I say to myself, why? What's the point of living?
Your family.
And I
So,
say,
I think,
oh yeah.
so I guess the thing we can kind of tie into this is we did just did
Get
you
the
rent or
coronavirus.
own? Did you just buy?
It was a
or did you
rent. It was a
Yeah.
$20 rental.
So $20 to rent Invisible Man. We watched Invisible Man tonight.
Yeah. I would have been more
Watched.
cool like renting something that I wanted.
You were pretty
Yeah.
hyped about it. You
I
saw
liked it.
Invisible Man,
I
and you were
liked
like, yes.
Okay.
Did you listen to this yet?
Yes, I love it.
This song's badass.
I really like the whole thing. I really do. There's definitely songs that are definitely weird and different, but I really like the whole thing.
Yeah. I liked Awaken My Love a lot more.
Yeah.
I don't like how artists feel like they have to like change their sound every fucking CD.
And we've talked about this before. I agree. The same thing as
In the fridge, there's a bunch.
Anyone else want?
Coldplay. Yeah, grab me one, would you? Ah, fuck. No, don't grab me one. Don't grab me one. I'm
Bring the whiskey.
Bring.
I don't like this chorus as much. I wish the whole song was just like badass, like he's going on.
The whole, yeah.
Yeah.
We talked about this before. Artists do feel like they need to change up their sound every time, or at least try to branch out, which I don't disagree with. But at the same time, you got to think about the fans
Yeah.
of every album. You think about every album you release as an artist,
Yeah.
you're gonna have certain fans that come on with this one and this one and this one, right? You gotta
You find a
keep it
balance
consistent
of like what
of everything.
you.
But if you were to go in as a band or a single artist and say, you know what, I'm just gonna do this noise, kind of like Violent Soho. But by the way, I've been wanting to talk to you about this. Violent Soho, what do you think about all their singles so far?
I really like that.
I do too.
I really, really
and that's
like
the thing is
the
like
newest
it sounds
one. I think is my
consistent
favorite
in the
one.
same-
Let's,
yeah.
Here. That's the thing though. It's like they've openly said like we're not trying to change
Exactly.
anything. We're trying to be the most violent Soho that
Thank
Violent
you.
Soho
Yes,
can be.
and please be
And the
that
singer
way
said
because-
those words. It's like thank you, goddamn.
Yeah.
The biggest offender to this right now for me was Bring Me the Horizon. Cause like they seriously they
Yes.
were building to the sound. And they got to That's the Spirit. And it's like this is
And then they're like,
fucking amazing. There's
"All
like
right,
we
let's
got to keep
completely
going, and
change
like
it."
then they make
Yeah,
this
yeah.
like weird like. There's some great songs on Ammo, but it's like it gets so weird. It's like it gets so muddly and weird. It's like ugh. And then they
Yeah.
release that weird digital nonsense.
Yeah.
It's like okay, never mind.
Yeah,
I have you
yeah.
tattooed on my body. I'm a little embarrassed
Right.
now. It's like fuck. It's just I just don't get that. I'm not an artist at all. I mean, but I just don't get it.
I get trying to change yourself always, but I don't get.
Make yourself
To the-
better.
Yeah, but I don't. I guess what I'm saying is like, and I'll always go back to Coldplay. The Coldplay will always be the one that just has completely ruined this for me. But Coldplay just got to a point, and it was like I really feel like they found their sound, and they knew they found their sound, but then they just kept going,
There's
and you're like,
almost
wait,
like-
what the fuck are you doing?
I don't want to say this, but laziness almost.
Yeah,
They almost like got too comfortable and they just started making like.
poppy,
Yeah.
just
I do really love
yeah, I know, ghosts.
ghost stories or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah. And I don't care for that one too much.
Yeah. I like it more than most what's come out lately though.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Every day.
Or
Fuck,
what's
whatever
another
that shit
which
was.
I
I've been off
hate.
them since
I don't
Milo
want to
signed
throw
with
Blink
Dope.
182 under the bus at all, but I'm
two new
not
ones are
really.
fine,
Yeah, I'm not really on board with their new stuff. There are certain songs that I've been into, and I'm like, yeah, that sounds totally Blink. Most of their stuff, though, I've been like, oh,
I'm pretty off of it. There's some good songs on that shit, but like,
I'm gonna go.
Go home.
see you later.
See you later. See you tomorrow.
Oh shit.
I do probably gotta pee too. Probably.
I don't know what you guys are talking about, so I just
We're talking about music.
Coldplay.
Coldplay and we're talking about artists that like feel like they have to redo their sound every fucking CD. It's like they find a sound, they get a huge audience, people love it.
Tool.
Okay.
Wait. I know what you're gonna say here.
That's fine. Let's hear what you have to say.
I love Tool.
I love their new CD.
I don't love Pussifer. I love
I don't like
Perfect
Pussifer.
Circle.
I do like
Perfect
Pussifer,
Circle.
yeah.
I like them better than Tool.
I think we talked about that one time, didn't we?
Tool is very nonchalant and atmospheric, and they just know what they're doing
Yeah.
with their melody and kind of just 10-minute long songs.
But-
Change it up, guys. Come on.
Oh.
Corey Taylor changed it up. In between Stone Sour and Slipknot, Corey Taylor changed it up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm alcoholed in right now.
Yeah, Maynard.
Maynard, he mixed it up between
Mm-hmm.
Tool and Perfect Circle. And I kind of feel like Pussifer is that fine, lazy blend of the both of them.
Pussifer is like almost like honky noise or something. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know how. I've never really liked Pussifer. There's like nothing. I liked Conditions of My Parole, that song, and that's like all I've ever really liked from them.
I like Horizon.
That song's alright.
Isn't it Mila Jovovich?
Yeah, she's in that, which is weird.
Which is odd.
I don't know if I like that.
I mean, she sounds nice.
She
Little
looks
mosquito
nice.
bites singing songs.
Her mosquito bites. She has mosquito bites. Okay. All right. Resident Evil 2. When she's in the tank at the end, just like, what? That was like the first, like,
2?
yeah.
1 when it like shows her.
When it shows her witch's eye.
When it like tries to. It tries to and it doesn't, but it gets
Pusses
so
out.
close. Oh.
When it shows
Fifth
her nips
Element?
in the second one, it was just like,
Oh, sorry.
Fifth Element was like masturbation fuel for me when I was a kid. My god damn. Holy shit.
How you guys feel about Monster Hunter? Mila
Hell yeah,
Jovovich,
so excited for that. God, kill me.
Paul W.S. Anderson,
Not at all. No, I'm not excited for that.
I'm not excited. that
Tony
he's
Jaa
making
from
it.
Ong Bak. We were talking about Ong Bak.
I know,
He's in
but
it,
I
dude.
mean, Thomas W. fucking Anderson, whatever the fuck his name is, he's not a good
He's
director.
not. He's not. Please
Paul-
understand this.
W. Thomas.
But he's the
Anderson.
husband. They
I
deserve
know.
recognition too in this world
But
of
understand.
hate against men.
But understand.
That he makes bad movies.
He just is a piece of shit.
I'm just gonna go on the.
He really doesn't. He's
He's
Resident
like a-
Evil. Resident Evil. Even the maybe this is because of how young I was, but the first and second and possibly even third Resident Evil movies, I was like on board with. Like
The
really,
fifth
I was
one
like,
was the best.
Just the first and second for me. The
The
third
fifth
one
one
came
was the
out. I
best.
couldn't bring myself to watch it.
and that's the thing is like, it just slowly has gotten worse and worse and worse. The fifth is not the best.
I
Retribution?
I think it's
Then the
because the
first
first and
one?
second one
Okay.
came out when I was like fucking
Exactly.
like 13.
That's what I'm saying. When I
Trying
was
to flip
young.
quarters?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
But
was
like,
trying to play Flip Cup.
but you're talking to also a Resident Evil fan at heart. Like
Of
really,
course.
I
No,
love
of
Resident
course,
Evil.
Of course. The first one is great. Number 2, I think, is also great.
I think number 2 is awesome.
I think Extinction.
I think if we watched it again, we would hate the Christ out of it. But
I have watched the first one recently.
second-
I
I
have
think-
not watched the second one in a long
second,
time.
second one is.
I
Rough.
think Afterlife is the worst one. That's number 4. But
Is that the one I made you
Retribution,
guys watch that one night?
Was it 4? No,
I think-
it might have been 5.
that's where it's based on the ship.
when we went to the theater.
No, at my house.
I think it was 4. I think you're
Yeah.
right. Yep.
And I just like had all these people over. I was like
Yep.
watching Resident Evil now,
Yep.
and everyone's like, "What?" And we watched it. I was like, "Okay, get out of my house."
Yeah, that's right. No, because I remember going to theaters and watching the 5th or possibly even the 6th one. But, anyways, I remember me, you, and James literally, possibly Jason, walking into the theater, and we were all going, "Why the fuck are we going to this movie right now?" And we went and watched it. Anyways,
Just also a fan of the games. I like that Retribution was the closest to the chest, as far as being like the games.
okay.
It really was. It
Was
really
it
Are you
closer,
saying-
was
are
it
you saying
closer to
because
the
of the-
chest than Mia Jovovich's tits?
Hold up. Are you saying
'Cause they
these
are
were
close to the
characters?
chest.
Is that why?
Yes, but I'm just saying they out of nowhere they're like, "Hey, Leon's here,
Yeah.
Claire's here,
And that
Chris
was-
is here."
That was fucking stupid.
but it was so cool, and the soundtrack was
No.
awesome.
Soundtrack, I don't remember the soundtrack. I can't say anything to soundtrack. But
Dude.
the characters from the games joining up into the movies, I was like, fuck this fucking franchise.
We were hoping that from the beginning, and they gave it to us in number 5.
Yes, which was like finally, but too late.
And number
Like-
6 just felt uneven and like part 1 of a part 2 series.
Anyway, I just
Why are we talking about
they
this
need
anymore?
to. Well, there is a Resident Evil series
There is
coming
a
out on
reboot coming
Netflix,
out,
right?
yeah.
On Netflix, it's a series.
Isn't
coming out on
James Wan
Netflix.
backing it, or he was? No, that's
Like,
Mortal
of
Kombat.
course
That's
he
the
is.
no.
That was Mortal
Wasn't
Kombat.
there's a movie as well. I'm pretty sure there's a show coming out on Netflix and a movie like a reboot of the movie.
James just needs to
that's coming
stop
out,
before I
so-
expose him for that fucking Little
Calm
Mermaid
down.
thing.
In James we
That
trust.
Barbie thing.
Oh right,
In
right.
James we
Did you look
trust.
it up? I put the
No, I
movie on
didn't
there.
look it
Watch
up.
it. It's only an hour long. It's on Netflix.
That's the
Only-
last thing
Come
I
back
wanna
and
do.
talk to me.
Okay, we'll come
Nah.
back.
Rip off, motherfucker.
Nope.
We watched Invisible Man today.
We did through $20 renting it on Vudu.
Yeah.
And we
Thank you,
didn't really watch
Universal. We watched it.
it. Did we?
Yeah.
We were
I was right there.
audibly talking.
I didn't say one word.
Oh,
of the
yeah.
movie.
I said 2 words, but that was it.
I
Did you-
counted at least one each.
Did you like it?
I'm gonna buy it for sure.
I rented it for $20.
You bought it for
Ooh.
20.
I bought it
Pricey.
for $20.
Did you rent it? Yeah, I
It
think
was
you
only
only rented
rental,
it
yeah.
for Jesus. That's crazy.
And I'm fine to do that.
But yeah.
Let me sit home, my guy.
Okay. Okay. We
Gotta
rented.
get a DUI.
We rented Invisible Man for $20
Because we can't see it in theaters because of coronavirus.
because of a virus that's going around in our current
In
state.
this room
World.
right now.
But
I'm sick of this shit.
okay.
I want to punch him like I wanted the Invisible Man to punch
When-
Elizabeth
when
Moss
we
in the back of
first-
the head.
When we first started watching the movie, I was very put
Off,
off.
yeah.
Yep, I was very put off by the everything. Really, by the everything. I was like, wow, this has 91. What the fuck is happening? And then
Should have
and
still
then-
had anyone.
there was no.
Mm.
We'll get to that. But then there was stuff that happened, and I was like, I was kind of calling it as the movie was happening. I was like, oh
a
shit.
couple times.
I think
sure.
Brian saw it before we watched
I
it.
didn't. I swear. I will tell you right now. I
Cheating
have
ass.
not seen. I have not seen this movie until
Cheating
tonight.
ass.
No. But I was calling some things, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, I will be more on board if this happened. And then it happened, and I was like, oh shit. Okay, I'm more on board. And honestly, I am. And it's not a terrible movie.
No.
I'm not trying to get to the end right now, but
I
guess-
liked a lot about it,
Yeah,
but
go
there
ahead.
are so many things we could pick apart right now. Like we did when we were watching it.
Yeah.
Because there were a lot of just like spoilers, I guess. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to talk about right now, but I just don't want to spoil anything. But just the shit he was doing was just like a
You're-
little goofy teenager in the
We were
corner.
talking
He's
about
like,
it too. Yeah. Get to
But
it.
was it-
gotcha!
It didn't even
to
say
it.
if it was him. It never once said it was him. She killed him anyway.
But even if it was his brother, then still,
even
he's
still.
just like, tee-hee.
But even still, the brother's dead. She kills him anyway. It never says he did it.
But my thing is,
Motherfucker did
and
it.
I'm sure yours too, and maybe yours,
But the thing they were picking out was like the way he said a certain
The-
word.
I know,
or some
I know.
shit.
or the fact that he wouldn't, like any of us would just go, if we hated a bitch, we just go and smack the shit out of her. First thing of the movie, instead of making a movie, right? Just to make a movie, which I would have respected a lot more if the movie right off the bat would have been like, boom,
Went
to the face,
right
and like,
into
oh
it.
shit, and like,
And it
that's
turned
what
into like
you're
a
dealing
big
with?
chase. It turns into like a Mad Max chase.
Yeah, like that's
Well,
what you're
and
dealing
it's-
with
it
instead of
follows chase
instead of
type
a
thing.
slow like, see my breath behind her, watch my footprint make a foot on the
The
ground.
first thing he
It's
does, he
like,
goes, he turns up the stove. He's like,
yeah, yeah,
and then he like stands on her blanket and just like then gets off, makes her fall. It's like, this is so dumb.
right. Like
Falling over, bitch.
if you think of a realistic dude that really was mentally that way and was there, you think dude, he just smack a bitch, right?
He was trying. They were trying to like justify. It's like this is what he does. He gets in your head and turns everyone against you. It's like
I don't think it was him
he
at
was
all.
just doing goofy ass shit to you.
Even if
though.
it wasn't though.
If
Even
it was the
wasn't.
brother would do exactly what he did. If it was the boyfriend or husband, he would have just knocked her out. That's why I think
But
it probably wasn't.
What was his MO? Just like goofer. I'm gonna
Well,
goof around with
for the
her
whole
so I can
money,
get
right?
$5
Is that
million.
what you're saying? For the money,
not
like-
just the money, but she calls him out too, saying that the brothers manipulated him. The brothers made him the joke, and maybe the brothers like, "Fuck this guy! I'm gonna lock him up, and I'm gonna fuck with you too, you dumb c word,
You dumb face.
you dumb face."
Okay,
That's all I'm
let's
saying.
just let's derail this whole
Yeah.
conversation. Motherfucking rich guy lives on the beach in an amazing mansion. It's beautiful. He wouldn't be obsessed with Elizabeth Moss.
No.
Let's get that straight
Even
out of the
Moss
way.
wouldn't be obsessed with Moss.
Let's
Margot
get
Robbie would have made it better.
straight. Margot Robbie would have been perfect for that. Or like
Anybody?
Anybody?
anybody. Seriously.
Brad Pitt.
Brad
It
Pitt's
could have been
way
a,
more
it could
sex
have been
than
a
Elizabeth
straight up
Moss.
gay movie,
Himself.
and we would have been way more on board with it.
Damn.
Yeah.
It
Like,
could have been the domestic sequel to Brokeback Mountain.
yeah. Jake Gyllenhaal run for his life.
This guy's abusive.
I'd feel way
from an
more.
invisible man who is
Yeah.
Heath
It's just
Ledger. Oh,
Who never died.
shit!
when I'm
He
looking at
finally reveals
Elizabeth
his
Moss
face.
and just being like, he's obsessed with me. It's like that. I'm out of the movie now. Who?
It's so
Who?
unrealistic.
Well, that just took
Think
me
of
right
this.
out of it. I'm more on board with an invisible suit sneaking around punching people than Elizabeth Moss saying that guy's obsessed with me.
Look at this. Tall guys and Mormon guys.
Okay.
They
Are
like
invisible.
the bigger, not attractive women.
She's not bigger though. She just has a
Just
face
not
that you just like
attractive.
want to punch.
Even her in a nightgown. I couldn't. There was no surprises under the blanket.
We talked about what was his name? Toby Jones.
Toby Jones.
It's Toby Jones with a wig. That's who it is.
It is.
That's really who it is. It's Toby Jones with a wig. Toby Jones, you're awesome, and you're great, and you're awesome.
Awful in Jurassic World:
You're
Fallen
awful.
Kingdom.
You're really not that good, but
Will Smith was really good in this movie. He was really ripped, more than usual.
True that. True that.
Very ripped.
Yeah, he kind of reminded me of what was that superhero movie he did?
Hancock.
Yeah, Hancock. That's exactly
Super
what it reminded me of.
ripped.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Super sister mode too.
Exactly. Yep.
That girl from that one Disney movie that no
Mhm.
one cared about.
Mhm. Yeah, I saw her for sure.
I'm really thinking of a movie right now. I can't remember. A Wrinkle in Time.
Oh
Same
shit! I
girl?
thought we were going for something, but you're being serious. Okay.
Sorry. Yeah.
No, you're fine.
The
Wrinkle in
sister
Time.
who gets punched by nothing and blames it on ugly girl for no
She
reason.
was across the room. That's the thing. You can pick so much apart because like she was seriously across the room. She's like, she punched me.
Well, it's like when the throat
What?
gets
She was
slit.
over there. Settle down.
Total throat slit. Right?
That part was so fucking cool. Even though, yeah, it's like
The throat slit was pretty fucking cool.
It was. There was cool moments in this
That was
this
pretty
movie
cool.
for sure.
so
But
many.
Why did she catch it?
But it didn't add up though.
Did
Impulse.
he literally go wrap her hand around it and catch it? No, because he was holding her hand. So how the fuck could he do it unless they were both
Impulse.
there?
There was
Yeah,
cool.
I think 2 would have been cooler than 1. The Scream 2 route. Or, sorry, Scream 1.
How did he clean the paint off of himself?
With soap and water, like
Dude.
any human.
Yeah, like a fucking clean human being.
Okay.
He was at the kitchen sink. They have scrubbies there.
He clean.
Disinfectant spray.
Spray.
No
99.9%. So think about it.
Kills corona.
Jesus. Uh-huh.
Could you get some of mine too
Oh, yeah,
inside
toast-
there?
toast
I really don't want to.
Oh, you taste it.
It's empty.
Oh,
it's really there.
Yeah, that's right there.
You
so-
really taste it in your body.
I'm so healthy.
The Corona wouldn't dare fuck with me.
I
The
drink
Corona
a
would
lot.
get sick if it got in me.
Corona would
It'd
just
become COVID 20, bitch.
So I agree with you as far as talking during the movie. We definitely talked, but we're not gonna fucking not talk, especially if we're
I know.
at some goddamn house. So
I probably would have hated it if I didn't like watch it with you guys. I think.
Really?
I don't think I would have liked it as much.
Really?
I'm a Lee Winnell fan, so I would have liked it no matter what.
I would have liked certain parts of it, but I was pretty frustrated by a lot of it.
By a lot of the main character.
By a lot of that face.
So
You guys ever heard of trypophobia?
Yeah.
Like the small holes and
Yeah.
things in them?
Mhm.
The suit kind of gave me some trypophobia.
Vaginas?
okay, I get
Assholes?
that a little bit. I get that.
Assholes.
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah,
what?
asshole-phobia.
What hole?
Asshole phobia.
You're scared of holes?
Trypophobia.
You've never heard of that? Trypophobia?
It's like the brain can't comprehend small holes.
Have you ever seen a wasp nest?
Yeah.
Just imagine a wasp nest like in somebody's skin.
Ew.
Or on their nipples.
That's
Meth?
trypophobia.
We're
I'll
talking
show
about
you.
meth.
Basically.
I don't
I'm gonna show
care
you.
about small holes. I don't know.
He's gonna show you,
Trypo-
and it's seriously gonna
I
give you
don't
kind of
want
nightmares. So,
Dude, I had trypophobia for like a year. It really disturbed me. But
What
then
happened then?
I got over
You're
it.
fine now?
it's just a weird mental thing where you're just like, ew, that looks gross, but it's not real, so it doesn't really matter. But
It's like when people look at shit
What
like
does
this.
what does that have to do with the Invisible Man, though?
His suit looked like that.
I don't think I have that.
That's his
I think I'm
suit.
fine.
you're funny. You like it funny.
Fine.
You think it's funny?
No, Kelsey has this. I want you to blow up a big image right here.
She has it because she looked at an image. That's the thing is like
It
nobody
was
knew
so-
about it until this image
Alright,
blew up, and
how
then it
about
was
this?
like, okay,
There's no phobia for it. Have you guys seen the inside of an owl's ear?
yes,
It's
easy.
fucking disgusting.
Yeah, it's so awesome.
It bothered my brain worse than trypophobia.
That did nothing to me.
Well, let me find a fucked up
That's funny.
image there for you, over there, man. Like they did stupid shit like this. Hilarious. They did stuff like that. Gross. Yuck.
This is really a thing.
It is. Just holes on stuff.
And it just scares people?
Well, they're
Certain
psychologically.
people have, certain people have like a reaction to it where there's like, yeah.
Psychologically, you look at these things.
So that's why his suit looks like that then?
No, I'm just saying his
Exactly.
suit to me, because I thought this shit was disgusting years ago.
You gotta think. You gotta think. Iron Man made the suit, so
I
he
think
knows,
this is Iron Man.
He knows.
Wait till you
what's
see this
happening.
thing on some titties. It's gonna fuck you up.
Hold up.
Okay,
Hold up.
Do you have that?
Before,
Trypophobia porn.
but none of this has actually happened. That's the thing is like everybody's freaking out about all these images, yet none of those images are real.
I know, but the brain can't comprehend it, and it looks gross to us. I'm just
My
saying
brain
his
was
suit,
fine.
right?
My
His
brain thought that
suit-
shit was funny.
his suit with the cameras, it was cool, but it was very trypophobia to me. It didn't gross me out.
What I wish is that this would be Avengers. This is what was happening during the first Avengers, and this is one of Tony Stark's like minor projects that he kicked by the wayside, and it landed on this guy.
He just gave it some bro.
Yeah,
Just
he's like
Because
you
it
know
looked
what,
like
just
he
take him.
lived at like at the fucking Tony Stark's house
Yeah.
in Malibu.
Yeah. And this is actually all part of the
it's just his
MCU.
gym buddy.
And, like they're gonna make the Dark Universe.
This
with
is going to be the MCU.
and then the MCU
Dark Universe
Yes.
DCEU.
Boom.
Boom, boom,
So you're gonna think the Dark Universe and MCU just joined. You just saw Spider-Man with Invisible Woman, and then all of
and
a
Shadow
sudden,
Man
and Shadow Man.
Shadow
and
Man.
all of a sudden, Superman's gonna land right next to him and be like,
on them and smash him. Oh, darn it.
Ooh,
Sup.
shit.
"Sup, fuck," and then boom, boom, end.
I think I'm under. Go on.
Yeah, let's go real quick. So, what do you give the movie?
Are we still recording?
Yeah, we're recording.
Yeah.
What do you give the
Oh.
movie?
I need to watch it again.
Oh no,
Okay.
he's doing it again.
What do you give it?
I liked it. I can't rate it because we did joke around too much. I liked what I saw. I would say 7 for now.
That's mine.
I'd give it a 7.
That's mine too.
It's not fantastic.
I'm gonna watch it again with no jokes.
It was good. There were certain scenes that were really good, but I could pick this fucking thing apart if I really like sat down and did it. So
I give it a 7.
6.
Oh shit.
6.
Yeah,
You did
there's
that on-
too much I could dig into.
You did that on purpose.
There's too much.
You said 7.
I know, because I was thinking about the part when he was like choking her in the
You got a limp. A little.
in the kitchen, and I was like, oh god, she deserves to be choked. But then I was like, oh, well, the whole movie was kind of like, man. There's just too much I could pick apart.
Did
so
you
it
guys
just
see
kinda bugs me
Insidious
out.
3?
No, why would I do that?
Jesus.
Why would I do that?
No, we haven't seen.
Because you're
fucking
quarantined and you have
DuckTales.
nothing else to watch.
I have so much to watch. The quarantine couldn't last long enough, and I wouldn't still
Upgrade?
catch up. See, I
Yeah.
haven't had time to watch that yet.
Fun fact of Lee Winnell, he was college roommates with James Wan.
Oh.
They're hand in hand. That's
so they're
why they
both
did Saw
ripping
together.
off Barbie then.
So okay.
What if Barbie could go
Is
fuck herself?
James Wan
is the Invisible Woman?
is invisible.
Are you saying that Barbie's yellow for a reason?
Is she yellow? She's tan now.
No.
Good now.
If Margot Robbie plays an R-rated Barbie, take every dollar I'll ever make.
You really think she'd make an R-rated Barbie movie?
No,
but
I
got
think
that.
they should.
Oh, you just think they should have?
Last I heard, Amy
If
Schumer
I was the
is
Invisible
making
Man,
a
No.
Barbie
movie.
movie. Yeah.
And then
It's
I
gonna be
killed
about
myself.
body shaming.
Have you looked at Amy Schumer's face? It's worse than Elizabeth Moss's face.
No.
Yes.
Come on.
No.
Amy Schumer needs to.
Elizabeth Moss, the girl we just looked at for the past 2 hours. You really
Yes.
think that's better than?
No way. No way.
Amy Schumer.
No way.
I want her head dipped in concrete. No.
Hold up.
Hold on.
This is completely physical. Nothing that comes out of her mouth. You're saying this honestly.
She's a nasty little bitch, but
I don't give a shit about what she says, but as
No,
far as
her-
her look compared to Elizabeth Moss's look, are you serious?
I would take Amy Schumer any day.
Would you fuck Amy Schumer?
No, I mean, if you held a gun to my head and both bitches were next to me, I'd probably go with Elizabeth Moss because apparently she has some magical pussy.
That's what I'm saying.
But
you wouldn't choose
but-
Amy Schumer.
but-
I would.
At gunpoint.
I would
But
totally
at
choose
gunpoint.
Amy
if you
Schumer,
can
yes.
prove to me she doesn't have magical pussy, then I'm gonna take Amy Schumer.
I
How
don't
would
think
you
she
know?
does. Why would she?
Because she's famous in Hollywood. Look at that bitch.
Have you seen Real Magic? You wouldn't know Real Magic pussy.
So
if
is
you've
Amy
never seen it
Schumer
before.
though.
Well, Amy Schumer is like funny,
But she's not.
No, she's not.
Some
She's
people think she
ugly,
is.
and she's fat,
I don't think she.
and she's stupid
I don't
and
think
blonde.
she's ugly. I do think she's better looking than.
What I meant to
Elizabeth
say is
Moss.
she's hideous.
I
There
think
you
she's way better looking than Elizabeth Moss.
No,
By a
Elizabeth
long
Moss-
shot, I just think Elizabeth Moss has something going on
Literally,
that we
we're
don't know
comparing,
that's beyond
We're
our...
comparing cow shit to goose shit. So like literally, it's
I'm going to take cow shit over goose shit. Goose
right.
shit is insane.
That's what I'm saying.
It's insane.
insane.
Like you're never gonna do goose shit. You're always gonna do cow shit. So